Hello, this is Godel, and welcome back to the Islands of Insight Static puzzle series. So you might be looking at this and being like, hey, this isn't where we left off last time. It's been a little bit since recording session, so to get warmed up, I decided to come up to the Lucent Waters puzzle cluster. So if I hadn't explained this in a previous episode, there's this group of puzzles up here. That will rotate daily, and they always contain some of the toughest puzzles you can find. Later on in my hub puzzle series would be when I do these, but I've actually done a bunch of these in my hub puzzle series, so we probably wouldn't be seeing too much. Anyways, I just solved a couple here and there just to get warmed up. And now we're gonna just head back to the pyramid, the vault of the Vitric, rather, and continue over there. So another thing I'll just mention while I'm on my way over here. So I've not been recording as frequently for this series. Probably going to be like slightly slower paced series. And as such, I'm not as concerned about data and bandwidth usage from higher quality recording. So I've actually upped the frame rate for this video slightly. Hopefully that makes it a little bit of a smoother video experience. I had been using this configuration when I first started, but then I started to get a little concerned that I was going to run out of data the speed I was making the videos. But now that I'm making them a little bit more slowly, I don't mind. So we're back here in the Vault of the Vitric, and let's go ahead and do some puzzles in here. Okay, so pattern grid. We have some 3x3s, and then there's a symbol, and then stuff happens. So this kind of looks like a rotated version of this, so maybe the dark symbol means we rotate it counterclockwise, and then the light symbol looks like it's mirroring it. So yeah, that seems to be true here. This one has two dark symbols, so that seems to be true. So yeah, let's go with that theory. So to mirror this, it would be like that. Then rotate it counterclockwise would be like this. Alright. And then here we're going to rotate it, mirror it, and then rotate it again. Alternatively, I can just rotate it twice and then mirror it. Because this is kind of like an associative operation, I think? Yeah, it should be associative. It shouldn't matter which order I do these operations in. So if I rotate it twice, it's going to be the light pieces on top here. So it should be on top and then flipped, so like this. And then the dark piece should be like that. Alright, so down here, we are mirroring it twice, so the two light cells here should just cancel out. If you flip it and then flip it again, it's the same thing, right? So we are rotating it 4 times, which would make it be the same thing, and then rotating it a 5th time would just be like rotating it once. So we should just rotate this once counterclockwise and be done. So let's see, like this. And we made a mistake somewhere. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see where we might have made a mistake. Maybe my assumption that the associative property is... Oh no, I see where I've made a mistake. Over here, this should have gone... No, that one is correct. Mirrored and mirrored. Here, okay, so if I rotate it and then mirror it... Oh, you know what? Yeah, my assumption about this was incorrect. This one needs to be like that. There we go. Because I guess those operations are not associative, actually. Good to know. Alright. Hit an archway here for me real quick. Nice. Alright. Let's see what else we got. We got these sentinel stones. This is surely not going to be as hard as the one that was in the Archipelago of Curiosities, but it's probably still going to be a little bit more of a challenge. I mean, that wasn't too bad, right? Let's go on to the next one. Again, just kind of find a spot where you can see most of them, and then you can wiggle about until you can see all of them. Looks like this one in the corner is a problem, so we want to go somewhere where we can see all three of these. So over here. There we go. Alright. Hidden arch. There's a hidden arch in this maze. We'll worry about that one later. Alright. There we go. There's another one of those solved. I thought there was a hidden archway over here somewhere. Ah, here it is. There's just a hidden archway sticking out of the wall. Very interesting. Alright. See some matchboxes. I want to kind of tag the matchboxes because they're in very weird locations, so if I don't see where they are, they're going to be hard to find. And we will see if I get around to actually getting them in this episode. We will... Not sure where we're going to get to, so we'll see. Alright, this looks like a little good nook to stand in. We have a few over here we gotta slide into. Alright. Let's try from this side. Okay, we gotta get further away from this one, or we gotta get behind this one right here. Thinking behind this, so let's go over here and then try from like this angle. Let's try to crouch, and then if we're crouching, we can move really slowly and avoid interrupting the beams. There we go. Alright, cool. So there's a bunch of glass mazes over here. Let's just pick a glass maze and then just kind of get through it. So here's this green glass maze, and let's go. Whee! Got that hidden archway we saw a second ago. This maze does not go anywhere. So yeah, the mazes in here kind of do be trying to be tricky, because these are like some of the hardest mazes in the game. Yeah, this maze is all dead ends in here. That's cool. Thank you, maze. So there's an alternate entrance to these mazes. Here's an entrance. And now that we're in here... See, like, this is the same maze, but you can access this area from out there. Let's grab this puzzle while we're in here. So this is a galaxy. Dark areas have a region 5. Okay. So galaxies against the edge, we always have to assume that they have a dark where there's a void, or the opposite is a void. As far as whether this galaxy or this one needs to expand, let's think about that. So if we put a light cell here, we're going to close in this galaxy, but if we put a light cell here, we're going to close in this galaxy. So either way, if we put a light cell here, we end up having to put a dark cell here in the corner, which we cannot have. So we are going to have a dark cell here to prevent that one. If we put a dark cell here, we're going to have to make this galaxy reach all the way here, which will touch another galaxy, and they cannot touch each other. So let's prevent that from happening. Let's mirror the dark pieces up there. Mirror this piece. This one has to come out. If we put a light cell here... Let's see, if we put a light cell here, we have to put a light cell here. And then a dark cell here. And here. So that's okay so far. What if we put a dark cell here? Dark, then one of these two would have to be dark. But not this one. It would have to be this one. Because there would be a dark cell here if this one's dark. So let's see, light, light. Light. This one couldn't be dark, so I think no matter what, there has to be a dark cell here, whether we put a dark cell here or not. So then we go over here. So we put a dark cell here, this 5 dark is complete, then this has to be all light, and it makes the galaxy go off the grid, so that one has to be blocked. Now this has to come out this side. How are we going to finish this galaxy, or this dark 5? Pentomino, that's what they're called. So we're going to have to either go left and then one of these 2 tiles, or we're going to have to go up and one of these 2 tiles. So we don't really have enough information to solve that just yet. What else do we have? Oh, we can mirror this dark tile up here. If we put a dark tile here, we're going to finish this and then this. This would have to be all light. This would have to be all light. This would have to be a light, and then I think this one would have to be dark, right? Let me think about this for a second. If this one is light, this one has to be dark, dark. But if this one's dark, this has to be light, light, dark, dark, light, dark, dark. Okay, so that's a problem if this is dark. If this one was to come all the way out here, this one would be dark and then dark here, and that'd be too big. So we have to avoid this, I think. So then we can do all of this now. Alright, that looks good. Alright, perfect. Cool. Alright, let's go back over here, get out of this weird area of this maze. Something tells me we have to be able to see this from somewhere around here. Like, there's not all that many angles. So do we see the red version of this cube somewhere from here? Is that it? That is it. Alright, cool. One of those very, very pesky matchboxes is done. I think up on top of here... Aha, here's another entrance to our maze. There's just holes all over this place that you can get into this maze. Let's do this puzzle. All numbers are off by 1, and dark areas are dominoes. Okay. So... this one could be a 2. This one is a 2, rather. So if it goes up here, then we have a domino and a domino. Then we have light, light. Then this one has to be dark, dark, domino, domino. So that doesn't actually work because there becomes a conflict over here. So let's make this one be dark to start. And then we can't go to the right here. We'd have to make domino here and domino here, and there'd be 2 dominoes touching. So that's just going to go like this. Can't touch this one, and then we can do the corner trick. So this one can either be 3 or 1. This 2 here, rather. So if we go 3, we have to go 1, 2, and it can't actually get to 3, so this is going to be a 1. If we make this 5 be a 6 flat, then we'd have to make 2 dominoes here, so that's going to be blocked off. So to make this 5 be a 6, we're gonna want to come back to it later. This 3 cannot connect here. This 3 is gonna have to be a 2. So let's make the 3 a 2 there. Now this 4 can't become a 6. This 4 is going to need to be a 5. So if we go up here, we can't go here, then we need to go here, but then we're going to make a weird elbow macaroni up here in this corner, so we can't do that. So we're going to make this S pentomino shape for this 4. This 3 can't go anywhere. Alright, so this 5 definitely can't connect to this 11, so the 5 is a 4. I had not thought about that earlier. Alright, cool. Let's hop down into this hole of this maze, see where it goes. Oh, yep, here, this is the maze access. Got another matchbox here in the middle of this maze. Oh. Oh, okay, here we go. We have to jump on the matchbox to get up here. There's a hidden archway in this little hole that's in the middle of this glass maze. Oh boy. Oh, here's the end of this maze. Cool. Let's get up here. I'm gonna set a waypoint here and then drop down here to get this. I'm actually going to go ahead and clear out the puzzles that are here inside of this maze, just so we can say we're done going in this maze and we don't have to keep going in here again. Right, so all dark areas have region 2 and connect the letters. Okay, so this A is going to have to get to this A, and we're going to have to go, we can't go through here. We could go through, like, here, like this, like a zigzag. But, no, we couldn't, because that would close in this C. So we have to go over here with the A. So this has to be A. Over here. It's gonna have to go like that. So prevent these from touching, kind of keep them moving towards their general colors here. This is A here, so block this one, have A come up. Have A come up here. Block this one. Have A come up here. This is C and B, and I don't think we really want B escaping in general, so let's just close B in there. So, let's see, this is C, this is A, so C, A. Don't know what this one is yet. Can probably go ahead and connect A along the border here. And then I think we can just safely close this in like this. So close this one in, close this one in. So give all these tiles to C, kind of, and then we do the same thing over here. Close A in here and close A in here. And I think we're all good. Nice. And I have completed a Wanderer's quest I didn't know I had. Good for me. Alright. Let's look around for more puzzles inside this maze. There was a puzzle box all the way here. Okay. So all dark areas have all dark regions have area 6. I always say that backwards. So this A is going to have to come out here. This dark's going to have to come out. B, A. Okay, so we have 2 more tiles we need here. This C is going to have to get over to this C. This A is going to have to go to this A. And then B is here as well. So A, I think we want to do something like wrapping around this way. We also have to keep in mind the area 6 though, so we can't just like make a long noodle, because that's just gonna make a dark area much larger than 6, probably. Block those from connecting. So C has no business going this way. So C is going to go down this way. B also has no business going up this way. Because then if it goes up here, there's no way for A to wrap around it. So B is going to come down. And then how are we going to get our A out of here? So A is going to have to be here. Because if we go here, then this dark tile comes here, and then this is light, which still has to be A. If we come down, then same thing, we're going to go through there. So this is A. This tile is A here. So if we come down with this, we're actually going to close A in, so we don't want to do that. So we have to go either down in one of these two, or right and then one of these two. In either case, A is going to have to go over here. Okay, so then this tile actually helps us solve this. Now we know this 6 is done, because we already knew we couldn't go over here. So that's going to be like this. Then we have a 5 over here. Can't go to here and make it 7, so that's going to be like that. The C has to escape, and this can't be dark. Can't close in the B, so we can't connect those. Get the C out of here. Alright, do a corner trick here. Finish this dark tile. Whoops, misclick. Okay, so C is basically going to be done here. We are not going to be able to connect these two pieces, so B is going to have to turn... to go up here? It could also go here, so... holding off on which way this B goes for the moment. Let's have this come out here a little bit more for the meantime. Oh yeah, the C. There's a C up here too. Almost forgot about that one. Alright. This is sure one of the more difficult alphabet puzzles. So if we put a light tile here, we get a problem with this tile. We close in the B on accident. So let's put this one dark. So we can't put a dark tile here either. We'll close in the B. So this has to be the B escaping. Now we can do this. We probably don't want the A to come here. Probably is the key word, but I'll hold off on that for 1 second. Dark has to come at least up here. So B is going to come out here. Yeah, we can't have the A come here at all. So we can now close an A. Done with A. Nice. B has to come through here. We can't close these two together. Also, it'd be 7. Let's see here. So if we put dark and dark here to close off this, these 6 dark pieces, we'd have to put a light here, then we'd have a dark here. Let's see here. Dark, dark. So we're gonna have a dark here no matter what, which means we now know B has to come through here. Alright. So this one is 5 if we count one of these being dark, but they could both be dark as well. How are we gonna Oh, hold on. This is dark because this is B and C here. So let's get the C out of here. And then the C is going to have to connect here. So we can't put like a dark here or here. So the C is now connected all the way around. Now we just have to seal it in. So how can we block this from connecting here? I think we can do... This is a 6-piece. Close this one in, and then that's a 6-piece. There we go. Nice. The end there, I just kind of visualized all of the tiles at the same time. Did I finish all of the puzzles here now in this maze? I don't think there's any left in here. We did that one earlier. Alright, yeah, I think we're done in here. We do have this matchbox in here that I have to figure out where its partner is. Are there any... So, let's do a quick refresher on an insight. If you stand on top of a matchbox, you can actually see all the places that you can stand, or that you can see the matchbox from while on top of it. So, there's a lot of space over there we can see. So let's see if there's the... What is this one? It's kind of like hourglass with tubes in it. I don't know what that is supposed to be. Let's see if we can see that green version over here, and sure enough, here it is. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get this one. Fork with circles as prongs. Not very useful fork, but it is a fork nonetheless. I see a puzzle in here that I missed. Let's see how we would get up to that one. Whoop. Is there an entry over here somewhere? Oh gosh. They made the they custom made all of the glass mazes over here very, very annoying to figure out. So there's a hole in here. Let's go down this hole. Oh, this is where we came up from before. Can we get to this puzzle over here? Here we go. Alright, all dark areas have region 7. And they are galaxies. All of the dark areas are galaxies. So we cannot do this. We can't do a dark galaxy going this way, because we would close this one in. So that's going to have to start like that. We can't go down here. So that goes like that. Can't connect these. So there's our first galaxy done already. This 3 can't go that way, so this 3 goes like that. What's this one gonna do? I guess let's figure out this one first. This galaxy up here, so it can't go this way. So we have to start with that. Already kind of seeing what I can do down here. So if I can figure out this one without... Yeah, whoops, misclick. So this is a 7 up here, and then this one I can do this. And that's a 7, so all done. Funny when the 2-star puzzle here takes way less time than that 1-star alphabet soup puzzle took. Where is this? Hold on. Are we, like, inside the maze? Like, what is this? It's just like a little jail inside the maze. Or, oh, I see. There was that's from this entrance over here. And I've landed on an island up here. Cool. We also just got our first Mirabilis for the Enclave, solving 30 puzzles. Oh, here's the fork with circular prongs. Alright. So this waypoint is where... whoops, I didn't mean to put a teleport. This waypoint here is where we put the one beneath. So we kind of have to find a place we can stand and see both of these at the same time. Let's see, is it going to be like over here somewhere? So that one's like kind of in the maze. Can we see it from here? We can see it maybe if we get a slightly higher angle. Let's try to climb up these rocks. Also, whoa, hidden rings. I'll take those, thank you. And I have fell down. Okay, let's go back up here. Alright. Let's clear that so we can get a better view of it. Alright, we can see the corner there, and there we go. Let's see, what do we got here? This is the upper area of the vault. We're gonna kind of do it in order, so we're gonna finish the kind of... Right now we're in the middle area. Did I just clear a... I think I just cleared a waypoint from a matchbox I haven't found yet. It was this one, right? In the tree. Whatever. Okay. So... I think we're all done with this green, orange, purple maze. Let's just do some of the puzzles that are sitting around on the ground here. So, area numbers, and nothing special going on. Okay, I can get behind that. Let's see, what are we doing here with this? So these are all different numbers, so whatever these are colored, the color next to it's going to have to be the opposite thing. So if we put, like, dark here, this one's going to be light, and then we're going to put a bunch of dark cells over here. So this one's going to be light, dark, sorry, dark, light, dark, light, dark. This one has to go like so. Whoops, misclick. I always misclick in these puzzles that have... where you're dealing with multiple colors at the same time. Let's see. Do we want the 6 to go up here? Well, if we block the 6 from coming up here, then it has to kind of fill in this area. So let's not do that. Oops. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. And then this 9, I think, is just the rest of the space. Alright. What do we got here? Viewpoints. Haven't seen those in here yet. 1 light symbol per area. So here's a pretty easy starting point. Okay, so if this 5 comes here, then this has to both be dark cells. But that means this 4 is going to basically completely block in this 5. So this one cannot come that way. So we know that goes like that. Block this connection here. This area is definitely going to touch either this 5 or this 4. So let's stop that from connecting. And in fact, I can't see a reason why you'd want a light cell here, so let's just make that one dark. Let's just make this one dark as well. We know the 4 has to come and touch this one, actually, so that's a reason for it to be dark. I can just go ahead and close these in, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so this 5 is going to have to come out this way and this way, so it's going to have to go both of these directions. The 4 is going to have to come in one of these directions. So 1, 2. It's going to have to come one of these directions and then one of these directions, but not both because the 5 is going to be going through one of them. So let's do like that. And then the 5 can't come over here now, so block this one. The 5 goes this way, and the 4 goes that way. Very nice. Okay. I think we're kind of wrapping up a lot of the puzzles down here on the middle floor. Let's do this Pillar of Insight. Oh boy. Okay, I remember this pillar of insight. This is a nasty one. This is a here's arbitrary rule of don't make this pattern and then extend it to the whole grid. So this one we are saying no dominoes. So basically we need to make a checkerboard. So there's our checkerboard. This one is saying no no tiles that are too over from themselves. So this one there's a light tile here, so this has to be dark. This has to be dark, dark. So these have to be light, 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 light. And as soon as we get a pattern here, we want to extrapolate our pattern. So because we don't want to be sitting here doing these tiles one by one. So I think our pattern is this. There we go, that's what our pattern is. Alright, and now we have no dark dominoes, no dominoes doing, or no dark pieces being too away from themselves, and then no 3 in a row light pieces. So no domino, no that business. Alright. 3 in a rows, domino, this thing. And it looks like our pattern is basically a this thing. I don't know how to use words to describe this. Alright, no knights moves. So a knight move from chess is not allowed. Whoops, I had to pause there for a second, and then I accidentally unpaused while I was paused, so hopefully I didn't have too much silent noise in there. So what were we doing here? No knights moves. So a knight move is when you make like an L-shaped move, so we're gonna have to go like this. Isn't this also just gonna be a checkerboard? So no knights moves from this piece. I feel like this is just going to be a checkerboard too, right? No knights moves from here. Hence why chess is on a chess is actually played on a checkerboard if you weren't familiar with the game. I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, I think this is just going to extrapolate to a checkerboard, so I'm just going to fill this in with a checkerboard. There we go. That should be all the light tiles, and then dark tiles. Okay, cool. Oh, gosh, what is this thing? Don't make a 4 in a row. Don't make, this? Okay, so there is a strategy I discussed for solving these don't make X-shape patterns. I think I discussed it earlier in the Archipelago of Curiosities. I may pull out that strategy because these are very very irritating to solve puzzles. I think though this is going to extrapolate to something like this. Nope, that does not extrapolate to that. Okay, let's back up. So we have a dark tile here and here. No knight moves from this piece. Looks like that. No knight moves from this piece. Looks like that. No knight move there. Block these 4 in a rows. No knight move. Knight move. Block this weird T shape almost, but not exactly. Okay, I think we're gonna have this then. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so this is the puzzle where I'm going to probably pursue that strategy. So this is the, no checkerboard, but with a light piece here. Like, what even does that mean? So the strategy is basically place a tile, and if it's wrong, place the other tile. So that's how I'm going to solve this, because this pattern is a mess, and I don't want to spend time figuring out this one tile at a time. But we should be able to see in a moment what we're extrapolating to and kind of just be able to fill in the dots from that. So it looks like we have a dark zigzag, and then the rest are light tiles, basically. Dark zigzag. Yeah. So... Oh, there was another puzzle. Terribly sorry, I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. This is a more efficient way for me to solve the puzzle, so that's why I'm choosing to do it like that. So light here, light here. So I just look for a wrong move, and then I fill in the other room. Other move. It goes without saying that, this is not going to get me any, perfect solves. I think we want... Okay, so I think our extrapolation is gonna be... Hold on. Our extrapolation is gonna be kind of these two dice shape, I guess you could call it, that are just kind of littered periodically around this grid. So here's one. So we know that's like that. Here's one. So this one's going to be that and that. Okay. Sorry if this doesn't really explain how to solve it. How to solve it for me is don't waste a bunch of time going through these rules one by one, because these are very weird rules to solve. I think we have one more like this somewhere. So we'll only see that one more time. But yeah, that's a strategy you can use, and it is a strategy. So let's do this puzzle. Do not make a 4 in a row. Do not make a T with the light pieces, and then connect all light pieces. Okay, so the tricky part here is we have no given cell, so we need to figure out what's going to be what to start. So let's look at the 7. Can we do the 7 as a light tile? Or as a dark tile, rather? So if we try to make this be, the 7 be a dark tile, we're going to have to go at most 3 in one direction, and then at most 3 in the other direction. So the 7 has to be light. And then the 6 has... The 6 is in the corner. So it can also only get a total of 5 if it's dark. So the 6 is also going to have to be light. Good misclick. Alright, so then this grid is 6 by 6, so we don't know which way the snake, the light snake, is going to be going from the 6. It could also be the terminal point of the snake, so we're going to have to figure that out. The 7 is going to be a bend in the snake, so we know that we're going to have to go... If we go this way, like we come into the 7 from the left side, we can't make a 7 from this direction or this direction. Same for the top. So we know the 7 is going to go like this. Whoops. So that's our 7. That actually lets us figure out our 6 as well. So there's the 6. The snake has to go over here. And then this whole area is a snake trap. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, here we go. We ready for Vault of the Vitric Wandering Echo? This is one of the harder Wandering Echoes. You have to move fast for this guy, and you have to know where it's going. So I am using my flight here to get the movement boost so I can keep up with it. I do not know where I went. There it is. Okay, I think it's going over here, so let's not waste time going around in a little zigzag that it wants to take us on. Alright, there we go. Not too bad. This one over here, the one that goes behind the island, you have to, from the point you collected over there, you kind of have to do a straight line because it's going to get there and disappear if you try to follow it in the path it's taking. So that's the trick for that one. Okay, what other puzzles do we have down here? Oh, this pattern grid. Let's go ahead and do it. So what do we got? We got kind of like, looks like a order of things happening to this square. So we go rotate clockwise, then we invert it, and then we rotate clockwise again. Wait. No, hold on. So this one's rotate clockwise, invert, and then flip horizontally. Okay. So to get from here, we're going to invert it. So light, 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 dark. Now we're going to rotate it counterclockwise for this tile. And then here, we're going to flip it vertically. There we go. Cool. Not sure it warrants the 3-star difficulty, but I'll take a easy puzzle. Alright, what on earth is happening here? So complete the pattern. So there's two different indicators here. There's this indicator it has marked with a 3 light pieces in a row. And then a square. So is this puzzle just, does this shape exist up here? And I guess this is kind of like a binary, so 0 counts as 1 and white counts as 0. 0 counts as dark, sorry. 0 counts as 1? What the heck was that? Alright, so do we have a 3x1 in here? No, so that's light. Do we have a 2x2 in here? Yes, so that's dark. Here we have neither a 3x3 or a 2x2. So let's go no 3x3. And no 2x2 dark. No 3x3. So that should satisfy that one. Now here we have both. So we need a 3x3 light. The only place we can do that is here. And we need a 2x2 dark. The only place we can do that is here. Alright. And glad I interpreted the rule correctly. It was just, is this shape in this grid? I thought I saw a hidden archway here, but it's just all of the reflections, and the edge of the pyramid is a big old glass wall, and all the glass being everywhere. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else up here. Well, I mean, there's kind of a lot up here. There's this entire, this entire maze over here. There's the maze up here. Oh, a bunch of hidden rings up here. Whoops. I have fallen down. Kind of trying to navigate up here without just spamming double jumps. Alright, let's activate this hidden pentad. Grab all of these hidden rings in this little cluster. And hidden pentad, oh boy, those could be anywhere. Maybe I should have activated that a long time ago. Let's see if we can find the hidden pentads for the end of this episode. I want to find that matchbox before the end of this episode as well. But I also don't just want to keep running past puzzles I keep seeing, so let's go ahead and tackle this puzzle. Alright, 1 symbol per light area. Don't make a dark square connect all dark pieces. And area numbers. Okay. So 19 is a big old number. So we're going to have to come up here with the 19. It's going to have to come up through this way. This is classic Nurikabe rules, so that means every tile has to be tied to a either a light tile or it has to be involved in getting the dark pieces back. So here we have to have something has to come here. It's going to be a dark tile because no light tile can reach it. No light tile can reach this one either. And then the furthest this 5 can go is actually over here. So this is going to be dark, and then this 5 has to come over here to stop this 2x2. So this 4 is going to have to come over here to stop this 2x2. Now we know the 4 is going here, the 5 is going here. Let's see in here. The 19 is going to have to come down here a little bit, but not a lot. It doesn't have to come down here a lot. Let's see if we can deduct any other pieces where tiles can't reach. So the 4 can't reach up here, but it can reach around it, so we can't go too much further. If the 4 goes up here, the 4 could not go up here because it would make a dark here, and then we'd need a light here, but nothing can come and reach this. So this has to be dark. And then let's see. If we put a light tile here, this one's gonna have to be light. Let's see here. So there's this here. These both can't be dark, right? So at least one of these has to be light. So we could do like light, dark, or we could do... If we put a dark here, then the light would have to come out like this, and that would be too long. So this one has to be light. In here, there has to be at least one light cell in here. And the only one that can reach is this 4. So probably the 4 is going to be either this tile or it's going to have to come up like this. If it comes up like this, let's say this is dark, then this one has to be light, right? So this is dark, light. So this is dark, dark. We have to have a light tile in one of these two, but this 3 can't reach it. So this one cannot be light if this one is dark. I think I'm confusing myself. Give me 1 second to think about that one a bit more. So if this is light, this one also has to be light. If this is dark, this one has to be light. But then it's invalid. So this one has to be light no matter what. Okay. And then this 5, this one out here, it's either going to come out this way or out that way. But we're not in any immediate risk of causing a 2x2 up here. Let's go look somewhere else on the grid. So here, the only thing that can reach it is nothing. So we're going to put a dark here. Now we have to put a light cell over here. We have to put a light cell here, and then we also have to prevent a 2x2 in this corner. So the only thing that would work is if we put a light cell here and here. Now this 3 can't reach this tile, and now we need a light cell in one of these two. The name of the game is block the 2x2 darks from forming up here in this Nurikabe. This 19 is going to be taking up a pretty big space. Let's see if we can kind of count up the tiles it's going to be taking. So if we fill in the 19 over here, that's going to be 9. And then if we put this entire space for the 19 as well, that would be 18, and then one of these will be connected. So that 19 is actually taking up like a ton of space. In fact, We can say this is 9, 10, 11. And then if we fill in this space, I think we're going to need to leave... We can't put a light tile here and here. Or could we? Things to consider. Just looking around here, seeing if I can figure out what makes sense to do here. Because we've already blocked most of the places where we can have a 2x2 dark cell from forming. So I'm not too blocked in that regard. This 19 is just going to be like a big chain of blocks. Let's see. Let me think about this 4. So if we block this 4 from touching up here, I think we need to leave the... I think we need to leave the dark cells to be able to go around, because I think this 19 is going to block this side of the puzzle from this side of the puzzle. So let's just... I'm going to just kind of intuit that that is what's happening here, and we want to make this not be in the way as possible so the dark cell can wrap around over here. This 3 still needs to go over here. I'm just going to think this 19 is going to come in like this. So now this needs to come up here. Uh-oh. Maybe the 19 doesn't go like that. How about that? I'm going to hit a foresight here just because Yep. So everything up to here is correct. Okay, that's what we needed. We needed that to not block that in. So if we assume this 19 is also going to block this in like this, we can connect it here, and then that comes in like that. Okay. Kind of cheesed the end a little bit there because I was a little stuck, but sometimes it is what it is. Alright, we're coming up on episode time. Let's see if we can find this matchbox and hidden pentad. I'm going to probably skip any more puzzles. Here's the first hidden pentad. It's over here under this rock. There's a pattern grid in here. Which one is this one? Let's see. Can we figure out what's happening here? I'll save this one for next time. How about that? Let's go around and look for the hidden pentad. So this hidden pentad area annoyingly is stretching into these various light puzzles, or labyrinths, so we might have to go in there to find them. What is this? It's just like a rock poking out of a rock. Gotta love that. Any hidden pentad under here? No. There's one. Gonna hit an archway. I might need to use a super jump to get up there. Hidden pentad area ends here. Are there any inside this maze? Not that I can see. Let's do a quick jump up to the upper part of this area and see if we're missing anything up here. So we're still inside the hidden pentad area. hidden archway inside this maze. And on top of the maze. Hidden pentad, where are you? There's one over there in the corner of those floating bricks. Alright. Got one of those cluster of hidden rings, too. Those feel fun to get. Anyone down here? Hello? Hit an archway just chilling on the outside of that maze. We find one more. Hold on. I think I just saw something. Oh, that's a waypoint I have set for the matchbox. If we find one more, we'll be able to have the bubble start shrinking, and that'll help us find the last one. Let's take a peek inside of this maze. I'm actually just going to run this maze real quick. So there's a matchbox in there. Here's the next level up for this maze. So these wandering echoes are an absolute treat because they just they go through the walls in here. So enjoy getting those. Which puzzle is this one? Ah, yes, we'll be back for this one later. Okay, so nothing I'm seeing inside of this maze. Let's go up to the next floor of this maze. Again, I'll come back for these puzzles next time. I'll grab that hidden archway now, though. I mean, it's right there. How do I get back through this maze? Here we go. This way. Alright, wandering echo, that's gonna just go over here. Let's see if we can chase it. Yep, it just went through that wall over there. How fun, right? Nope, I didn't. I wasn't prepared to go to where it was actually going, so. It looks like I'm lost in here, but I'm actually just mapping out the maze. Okay. So, let's go back and then go to the next floor. Alright, we've made it through there. We didn't find the pentat, the hidden pentat in there, so... Still not sure where the fourth one is yet. They are very sneaky hidden pentats. How high does this bubble go? It possibly could go up here into this maze, and this maze we cannot access from this section. But I would hope not. It could also be inside of this maze. Let's go through this maze real quick. I guess this wandering echo is just gonna come with us. Alright, thank you, Wandering Echo, for guiding me through this maze. Let's take a quick peek inside this maze to see if we can see one of the hidden pentats inside of here. This maze has, like, multiple levels, and you have to get through to each level from a different entrance. So, it's kind of annoying to get around inside of this labyrinth. So this is a wall. not seeing the hidden pentad in here. There are several puzzles we'll come back to next time. Alright, let's get out of this. Out of this maze. So based on not finding it in this maze or that maze over there, I'm gonna just kind of assume that it's not gonna be in the mazes. Let's see if it's like here underneath or on the backside of these rocks and such. Just like hidden barely along the edge of one of these. Like, is it in here? Nope. Oh, here's the matchbox from the tree. Let's grab that one real quick. Alright. So, only thing left I wanted to do this episode is find the last hidden pentad. Or the last two hidden pentads, I guess. But, once we find one, the last one, I think, is going to be much easier to find since we'll start shrinking down on it. Is it in here by some chance? I mean, it wasn't in any of the other mazes, so we kind of assume, like, no, it's not, but I'm gotta check anyways, because I don't know where it is. Alright. Is it down this hole, maybe? It could also be, like, down in the lower area. So I'm actually going to go ahead and open up the lower area. The lower area of the Vault of the Vitric. In order to get in there, you need to have 10 mysteries complete. And there we go. We have now opened up access to that area. See another cluster of hidden rings. There's one here. And there's one here. We just achieved solving 60 puzzles, so we get a Mirabilis for that. There it is. Or there's the fourth one, at least. Alright, cool. And now we can see that the area is shrinking very fast. And it's kind of converging this way, so let's go over towards here and see if we can figure out which direction it's shrinking on. It is going this way still. And from here, it is going this way. Are we here on the outside of this little maze? Yep, here it is, right here on the back corner of this maze. Alright, cool. I think that wraps up where I wanted to go for this episode. We're at almost 70 minutes of recording. That's okay. So next time we are going to be tackling kind of these puzzles I have laying around here and there. So like that one down there, this one here. I want to do all the puzzles in this maze. I want to do all the puzzles in this maze over here. And then, if enough time permits, we will go down into the basement. There is also the treasure of the Vitric. This is the upper area, and to get in there we need 50 mysteries. Of course we did all the mysteries, so like that requirement's not really an issue, but it is kind of the penultimate area of this enclave. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope to see you next time for the Static Puzzle series, where we're going to continue working on the hardest enclave. See ya!